Hello, my friends. I'm back with another dedicated candle review for you today. We are going to be talking about Kringle candles, sage, and Palo Santo. Before I get any further into this review, full upfront disclosure, this candle was sent to me from Kringle Candle. I am a brand ambassador. I will talk about that at the end of this video, but I do always like to let you guys know that up front. That's why you see, I think it's called like the paid promotion tag at the top there. I am not being paid to talk about this from Kringle. This is not a sponsored video. I covered the differences in my spilling the tea candle video that I did about a week and a half ago. But yes, I do always like to disclose when something is sent to me in PR. So that way you guys just know that going into the review. So yes, you are looking here at the large 2-wick, what is this, tumbler? I would say, I think they refer to these as tumblers. This fragrance is also available in the medium-sized 2-wick tumbler. It is also available in the new 3-wick format. All three of those vessels are the 100% soy wax formula that Kringle Candle is known for. It is also available in wax melts and daylights. So let's go ahead and talk about the fragrance notes on this candle. This is part of their new 2024 spring and summer lineup. There were about 12 fragrances released, I want to say about a month ago, and this is one of the 12 fragrances. So the top notes are citrus, bergamot, lemon, and sage. Mid notes of oregano, lavender, jasmine. Base notes of amber, musk, and woody. So again, sometimes we actually get fragrance notes, and other times it's more so just accords in there. So what does my nose smell? Well, I am somebody who actually typically likes Palo Santo fragrances. I would say that one of my favorite fragrances last year was it called Palo Santo and Vanilla, or Vanilla Palo Santo? It was from Bath and Body Works, and I absolutely loved that combination. I also liked the Palo Santo Pumpkin that Homeworks had put out last fall. So I was actually really excited to see what their Kringle's take would be on Palo Santo. I feel like Palo Santo kind of had a moment in 2023, and it's carrying over into 2024. So my nose is definitely detecting that Palo Santo note. Now, some people are like, what is Palo Santo? If you do a quick little old Google search, oftentimes what the description of Palo Santo is usually subtle, woody. It has some hints of citrus in there, which is why you would see some of those citrus notes in the top notes there. And then some people actually say that it comes off slightly like licorice to their nose. Personally, I don't like licorice fragrances, and I like Palo Santo. So to my nose, it doesn't come across as licorice. However, it is kind of a light woody type of fragrance. That's the best way that I would describe it. It's not as heavy or pungent as, say, like a cedar wood or a sandalwood. It's definitely kind of spa-like, I would say, in that it's very light. It's not heavy. There's something about it that's very calming. I had talked about in my candle chat video, when did I post that? Last Friday, I believe, that Palo Santo is usually a wood that is used usually throughout like the Western United States, kind of going down into Mexico and whatnot. It was used by a lot of like indigenous tribes in a lot of like rituals that they would do. Some people believe that it has like medicinal properties to it, much like some people use sage, whether they use it for like calming. It's very aromatherapy. I guess that's where I would place this candle in the category of, this is kind of like, which I guess, all fragrance to some degree is aromatherapy, but I think all of us kind of know what I'm talking about when I say that this is like an aromatherapy candle. It's one that would lend calming vibes to you, I would say. Now, that being said, I do detect a little bit of sage in here. Is it like super herbal? No, it is not. This is not like right off the bat super herbaceous to my nose. It's definitely a good blend, but I do detect some of that sage. Now, personally, you guys, and I mentioned this, I don't burn sage I don't have any purpose for it. So I can't really tell you what that would smell like. But this is a really nice fragrance. In terms of like amber, musk, woody, this is not a perfumey fragrance to my nose. It's very soft. It's very calming without it being your traditional lavender, eucalyptus type of fragrance. I know that lavender is listed there in the mid notes, and I don't detect a lot. I don't really detect jasmine, like a floral note in there. It's definitely just very much just a pleasant Palo Santo sage type of scent. I guess that's the best way that I can describe it. So let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it right here. You see that Kringle soy wax formula burns very, very cleanly. I have had this candle right now lit for almost 5 hours, to be honest with you guys, and I do not touch the wicks. So the wicks are self-trimming. We've got a nice healthy flame here. I have burned this candle inside and outside of a hurricane. I always do like to let you guys know that when I am testing a candle, I move it around my home. I burn it in hurricanes, outside of hurricanes. I'm going to go ahead and settle on the strength and throw of this one is about a 7. Now, I will say that the first time that I lit this, I didn't feel like it was very strong. Mick over at Kringle has oftentimes said that usually candles, it takes about at least 2 burns for you to really start getting into the complexities of a fragrance and for them to kind of fully release their potential, I guess. So I would say that the first burn of this one was pretty light. Second burn was a little bit stronger, but not much. But by the time I lit this up for the third time, it was definitely noticeable and starting to throw more throughout my home. Now, for reference, my home is approximately 1,800 square feet. I live in a single story home. It was built in 2004. I have high ceilings in the living room. It opens up into the kitchen, closed concept bedrooms with about 9-foot high ceilings in there. The living room has about 20-foot high ceilings. I do live in Arizona, which is moderately warm for right now, this time of year, but it will be downright hot in a few months. So I do always like to include those things so that way you guys know some of the other factors that can influence a candle's performance, because let's be honest, not only are fragrance reviews very subjective in terms of what my nose is smelling and how strong I think something is, but I do believe that the layout of our home, the age of our home, the environmental factors can all play a role in how well a candle performs for me. So yes, I've burned this one in my living room. It fills up the living room. Like I can definitely smell it, but it's not a smack you in the face type of fragrance, which I think is okay. I don't think truly that it's designed to be, because again, like I said, I think it's one of those candles that's really meant to kind of calm the senses. This has been a really nice fragrance to burn in the bedroom, to be quite honest with you. Now, I have personally right now been burning it alongside Kringle Candle's fireplace. I did talk about that in the candle chat video. I've also busted out last year's Reserve line Herbs and Spice candle to burn with it. I'm trying to think of some other fragrances that might have like an herbal note in it. Kitchen Herbs from Homeworks would be really nice. But you guys, you know what fragrance I'm actually most excited to burn this candle with, but I likely won't do it until this fall because I am a very seasonal burner. I have 2 of the Reserve line Great Pumpkin from last year. And because I knew that I loved that Palo Santo pumpkin from Homeworks last year, I think that burning this one alongside a pumpkin fragrance is going to be gold. I really have a feeling that that's going to be nice. So for me personally, I think I'm going to go ahead and set this candle aside for fall, or maybe it'll be a nice like summer to fall transitional fragrance for me. But it's very nice. Again, in that aromatherapy line, it's not going to smack you in the face, but it is throwing nice enough for me. And yeah, I guess that those are just my expectations for that type of candle. Again, I do want to thank Kringle Candle for sending me this candle. Gosh, I've said candle a lot, you guys, in the last like 10 seconds. I do want to say thank you to them for sending me this candle for review. Again, it is available in different formats. I do have a discount code with Kringle Candle as a brand ambassador. Katie15 will save you 15% off of your order over at Kringle Candle. That code usually cannot be applied on top of other discounted items. So say if they're running like a candle that's 30% off or whatnot, you usually cannot combine find that code. That code is also an affiliate discount code. It is eligible for commission. So I do always like to be honest about that, and I do thank you if you choose to use it. But if you guys want to wait for these spring candles to go on sale, or maybe just pick it up in a daylight first, that's one of the things that I do like about Kringle, is that they do give you the opportunity to purchase a daylight beforehand, so that way you can kind of see if you would like the fragrance before committing to the whole thing. The day that I am filming this, they're still running like a daylight savings bundle where I think you can get all 12 of the new spring lineup fragrances for $24. Again, I don't know if my discount code can combine with that, but if you've been curious about some of these fragrances, but you're not ready to commit to the full candle, that might be a way to try them out. So anyways, lots of avenues here, but you guys know me. I will always tell you, save the most money and stick within your budget. So all candles eventually end up going on sale. It's just really the deciding factor is how patient we can be to get our hands on them, right? So anyways, let me know in the comment box down below, do you have this candle? Is this one that intrigued you? Do you like fragrances like this? I know, like I said, I feel like these fragrances are becoming a little bit more popular. I do know a couple of you guys have asked me to compare this candle to the Palo Santo and Sage at Bath and Body Works. Honestly, I picked up that candle and sniffed it, but it wasn't one that I loved enough that I wanted to go ahead and purchase it. So I'm sorry, I'm failing you in that regard. I don't have them to compare side by side. And my nearest Bath and Body Works is actually 35 minutes away from me. So it wasn't something that I could just easily pop in and kind of do a comparison for you. But if you're subscribed to me over on, well, obviously, if you're subscribed to my channel, I would love that. But if you follow me over on Instagram, I might be able to pop into Bath and Body Works probably within the next week, and maybe I can pick it up and see if I can detect any differences for you guys. But all right, I feel like I'm starting to ramble. I hate when these reviews get a little bit too long. But anyways, hit thumbs up if you found this video helpful. It really helps me out with the old YouTube algorithm, and it also lets me know that you guys like to see dedicated candle reviews. Also, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, hi, I'm Katie. I talk all things candles here. I like to do dedicated reviews like this. I have a bi-monthly series where I just do a candle chat. I give you some fragrance combinations that I've been coming up with and giving you guys updates on candles that I am currently burning. I also like to do empties and hauls and everything in between. So if you find yourself wanting to stick around for more of my content, please make sure you hit that subscribe button before you get on out of here. YouTube should be suggesting some more of my content here at the end of this video. If you have more time to spend with me, I would love that. But until then, I do want to say thank you so very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.